Welcome back to the library book club. Oh, chapter 12, we got the letter, and I was right. I saw this setup coming. Oh, man. Okay, let's read the letter. I've already written to you 1,000 times, Jean, and every time I had to begin with one and the same word because it is the truest of all, beloved. Beloved Jean, my so beloved, distant Jean, I've done something very stupid. I didn't tell you why I left you, and now I regret both things, having left you and not saying why. Please read on. Do not burn me. I didn't leave you because I didn't want to stay with you. I wanted to far more than what is now happening to me instead. Jean, I am dying. Very soon at Christmas, they predict. I told you. I really wished you would hate me when I left. I can see you shaking your head. Ma amour, but I wanted to do what love thought right, and doesn't it say do what is good for the other person? I thought it would be good if you forgot me in your rage. If you don't grieve, don't worry. Don't know anything about my death. Cut anger over and move on, but I was wrong. It won't work. I have to tell you what happened to me, to you, to us. It is both beautiful and terrible at the same time. It is too much for a short letter. We'll talk it over when you get here. That then is my request to you, Jean. Come to me. I'm so scared of dying, but that can wait until you get here. I love you. You feel that? Oh my God, Manon. P.S. I was about to cry there, but then this cheered me up because it made me laugh. P.S. If you do not want to come because your feelings aren't strong enough, I'll accept it. You owe me nothing. No compassion either. The doctors won't let me travel anymore. Luke is expecting you. And that's what made me laugh, because French men must be so different than American men, right? I don't like to share anything, but her husband's expecting Purdue. You know, like even my motorcycle, like my best friend in the world, he's like, can I ride it? I don't think so. Do you know what I'm picturing right now? Oh my God, I got to find this. Hold on one sec. You won't even know I'm gone.
Don't touch my things, gross.
Janice,
that cracks me up so much. Don't touch my stuff, gross. Janice is awesome. That's exactly how I feel, but Luke is just fine with Purdue touching his stuff. Monsieur Purdue sat in the dark, feeling betrayed and bruised. And my God, you feel when this author, Nina George, you feel the emotion in her writings. And boy, did I really feel this here. Monsieur Purdue sat in the dark, feeling battered and bruised. His whole chest contracted. This can't be happening. Every time he blinked, he saw himself, but as the man he had been 21 years earlier. How had he sat stiffly at the same table and refused to open the letter? Impossible. Surely she couldn't have. He felt like throwing up. Now he had to face up to the fact. It was he who had betrayed her. Manon had waited in vain for him to come to her while he can't even say it. No, please, no. Who doesn't love Metallica? Speaking of goosebumps, still to this day when I hear that song. And then it goes on to say, and with this realization, his shame knew no boundaries. And now it is too late. Fingers shaking uncontrollably, Monsieur Purdue folded up the fragile letter, which miraculously preserved her scent, and pushed it back into the envelope. When he looked up, he saw Catherine leaning against the doorframe. I was her, he can't speak. He began indicating the letter. She was he can't get the words out. But things turned out completely different. What was the word for it? Love? Asked Catherine after a while. He nodded. That's right. That was the word. That's good. But it's too late, he said. It's destroying everything. It's destroying me. It seems that say it, that she left me for love's sake. Yes, for love's sake, left me. Will you see each other again? Asked Catherine. No, she is dead. And Catherine said, I wish my husband had left me for love's sake. That's the best way to be left. And Perdue walked stiffly over to Catherine and awkwardly embraced her, even though it felt incredibly strange. Oh, what a roller coaster. And again, guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. How do you feel so much? How does this little book draw out so much emotion? Maybe it's because I've been reading manga and I'm used to just using my own feelings and emotions, but are you feeling this? Does every chapter just hit you in the feels every time? Oh my gosh. But I knew it. I knew that was the setup, because remember, Manon said she made Perdue promise that he would die first, so that he wouldn't ever have to suffer the pain of losing her and missing her. And I knew that's why she left. And I was right. You know, I always said when I was a kid, one of the many things I wanted to be was a detective. And I guess we see why. All right, guys, I love you so much. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, because I know this is our own private thing, but we want to keep our whole channel up in that algorithm looking good. All right, guys, I love you. We'll see you for chapter 13.